Hi, my name is Jesselyn.Gulla and I'm a real estate agent with Coldwell Banker in North County, San Diego. I'm going to teach you 3 quick and easy tips on how to get your house sold in the shortest amount of time and for the highest price. Alright, number 1, you want to declutter. You probably hear this a lot, but when you actually live in a house, you're going to put up personal photos of your vacations and your family. So we want you to take those down. We want you to look around and walk into your house like you are a buyer and see, how can I make this look bigger? How can I make this really desirable? And so any of your trinkets from travels, too many pictures on the wall, take them off and put them in your garage or put them in storage, because that is going to help the buyer coming into your house really envision themselves there. Number 2, clean your house. Alright, when I say clean your house, I mean like deep clean it. Either you do it, hire somebody. It makes a huge difference. When I walk into a home, I can tell if it's been professionally cleaned. And the way I know this is because I see a lot of houses and I look at the baseboards to see if there's any dust. I look at the door jambs to see if there's like finger marks. Give it a little touch of paint, wipe it down with a Mr. Clean sponge. Really go over your outlets, all those kinds of little things, those little details. When someone walks into your house, they're going to notice that it feels clean, it smells clean, it looks clean. And that's super important to a buyer who's been looking at a bunch of homes, that they come and see yours and they feel like it's clean and pristine. Alright, and the tip number 3, and I think this is the most important tip of them all, is have your inspections ahead of time. There is nothing more valuable than knowing any foreseeable problems. So when you list with me, not only do you get a free termite inspection, but you get a free pre-home inspection. And maybe you haven't sold or bought a house in a while. A pre-home inspection is just like a home inspection. So a home inspector comes to your home, this is what they do every day, and they come and look at all the systems in the house from top to bottom, from the roof to the plumbing to the electrical to the little nitpicky things, just to make sure they're all up to code. If there's anything wrong with the foundation or the plumbing or anything like that, they're going to point it out to you. And so wouldn't you like to know that ahead of time, so that once you get an offer on your home and you're in negotiations, the buyer doesn't come and say, hey, I want you to fix all the plumbing because it's 1960s and it's cast iron and the inspector said that it's leaking. Do you want that wrench to be thrown in at the right there where you almost have a deal, and then maybe you have to pay $10,000 less than you would have if you knew ahead of time? And hey, maybe your best friend's a plumber and they can come and do it for free. And guess what? As a listing agent, I can take that information and be like, hey, they just updated the plumbing, or they just fixed this, or their water heater's new because we noticed that it was old and so we wanted to replace that for the new buyer. And so those are all selling features. And so when you know that information ahead of time, it really puts you in the lead for negotiations. Another perfect example is I have a listing right now. We had a pre-home inspection done and it was all in pristine condition. The only thing was that the electrical panel is a 50 amp electrical panel, and right now code is about 100 amps for a house built today. You don't have to update it, but it really comes up in a home inspection. And instead of my seller updating it for $2,000, I'm just disclosing to buyers that are looking at the home during the open house, like, hey, everything's been redone. I do want to point out that this is a 50 amp electrical panel, and then explain what that means to them, so that when they do write an offer, it's not going to become a negotiating point once we're in negotiations in that 17-day period. So I hope all this information helps you when you think about listing your house, how to prepare, gives you a little bit of a head start. If you'd like some more information, feel free to reach out to me at one of the links below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.